Good morning, pupils. How are you all doing today? This is teacher Kavitha here, and today we're going to do lesson Unit 6 Sports. Let's look at the slides. Today's learning standards are understand specific information and details of 2 paragraphs or more, use with support familiar print and digital resources to check meaning. Well, today's learning objectives are read and understand the text given and identify at least 4 over 5 true or false statements correctly. Find and write down at least 4 over 5 meanings of unfamiliar words correctly using dictionary skills. Choose 2 sports and state at least 3 similarities and 3 differences of the sports in an I think map. Well, we are going to read this text today. Pupils can refer this text in your textbook +1. The Olympics then and now. 1896. The first modern Olympic Games were in Greece. There were silver medals for winners and bronze medals for second place. There weren't any gold medals. 1900. Women weren't competitors until 1900. That year there were more competitors than spectators. 1912. There was an 11-hour 40 minutes wrestling match between Martin Klein and Alfred Klein. It was the longest competition in Olympic history. 1916. In 1916, 1940 and 1944, there weren't any games because of war. 1920, there wasn't an Olympic flag until 1920. The flag of every country in the world has got one of the 5 Olympic colors in it. 1924, in the first Winter Olympics in France, the Canadian ice hockey team were champions with 122 goals. 1936, 12-year-old swimmer Inge Sørensen from Denmark was the youngest medalist in Olympic history. 1960, Abebat Bikila from Ethiopia was the first African to win a gold medal after running a marathon without shoes. 1988, table tennis is one of the most popular sports in the world, but it wasn't in the Olympics until 1988. 2012, Hiroshi Oketsu was a competitor in a horse riding competition at the age of 71. 2016, in Rio, golf and rugby were the first events in nearly 100 years. Well, do you know when is the next Olympic Games? The next Olympic Games is in Tokyo 2020, which currently is going on now. Let's look at task 1. Pupils have to read the text and mention what are the sports. Well, these are the sports mentioned in the text: wrestling, ice hockey, swimming, marathon or running, table tennis, horse riding, golf, and rugby. Task 2. Read and listen to the text again and write true or false. Number 1. There were gold medals in the first Olympic Games. The answer is false. There weren't any games in 1916. Is that right? Let's see. Yes, that's true. Inge Sørensen was a swimmer from Ethiopia. Is that right? False. Abebat Bikila was a marathon runner. True. Golf and rugby were Olympic sports for the first time in 2012. Do you think it's true? No, it's false. Task 3. Vocabulary Plus. Use a dictionary to check the meaning of the words in blue in the text. One who has won or often wins a competition is called winners. Participants or contestants in a competition, especially in sports activities, are called competitors. One who watches an event, especially an event held outdoors, are called spectators. The one who swims, swimmer. Someone who has received a medal is called a medalist. Task 4. Choose 2 sports and create an I think map and state the similarities and differences. Well, here, when we talk about similarities and differences, teacher would choose the double bubble map. Now, let me give you an example. I'm going to choose horse riding and swimming. Now, let's look at the similarities. Horse riding and swimming needs training and coach. It is included in Olympics and they are individual sports. How about the differences? Horse riding is played in the land and swimming in the water. Horse riding, competitor rides a horse. Well, for swimming, competitor uses specific techniques to swim. Horse rider wears gloves, toed shoes, long pants, helmet and gloves. How about a swimmer? A swimmer wears a swimsuit, caps and goggles. So this is one of the examples that you can choose to make I think map.